The long-running U.S. soapie The Young and the Restless, often referred to as Y&R, was created by Lee Philip Bell and William J. Bell in the early 1970s and has been on air since March 1973. The soap opera is set in the fictionalized Genoa City, Wisconsin, and is still being shown around the world to millions of viewers. At first, the series centered on the feuding Brooks and Foster's family and the obvious class divide. In the early 1980s, the show was given something of a facelift, as except for Jill Foster Abbott, none of the original characters remained, having been slowly replaced by new faces, such as the Newmans, the Abbotts, the Williams, the Barbara Winters, and the Baldwin Fishers. Naturally, the soap opera has garnered many accolades over the years, such as portraying the longest on-screen rivalry in history, which was also the show's longest storyline. Y&R has also been awarded 11 Daytime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Drama Series and spent 2 decades at the top of the prestigious Nielsen ratings. Since the 1990s, Y&R has maintained its top spot as the highest-rated daytime drama on U.S. television, which is no easy feat. There are plenty of returning cast members headed towards Genoa City again, as well as a couple of new characters who will no doubt bring plenty of drama with them and celebrate the show's 50th anniversary. To the delight of fans, well-known actors such as Shemar and Barbara Crampton will grace our screens again for the anniversary, although it's unclear how long they'll be staying for this time around. In August 2022, it was confirmed that Trevor St. John would be joining the cast of Y&R, and fan anticipation reached unprecedented heights as the rumor mill went into overdrive. Eventually, the show announced that Trevor would be playing Tucker McCall, first introduced in 2009 but written out in 2013. For those who don't remember, Tucker McCall was a high-powered businessman who had a clandestine affair with Jill Abbott. After striking up a business deal with Catherine Chancellor, he eventually revealed himself to be Catherine's long-lost son and started to sell off her legacy as revenge. When Catherine and Tucker finally got to know each other, he kept her companies and made Ashley Abbott CEO of Jabot. Although Tucker has been mentioned on and off for over the years, fans are looking forward to seeing him again and not just hearing about what he's been up to off-screen. The beautiful Natalie Morales plays Talia Morgan, an investigative journalist who comes to Genoa City to dig up dirt on Diane Jenkins. Diane sensationally returned to town after faking her own death, and Nikki Newman and Phyllis Summers hired Talia's services as they believed that there's more to Diane's story than meets the eye. Nevertheless, Talia knows that there's a hidden agenda and likes to see all sides of the story. Jeremiah Jehi plays Dr. Huffman, Chance Chancellor's therapist. Despite it being a minor role, Dr. Huffman is more important to Chance and his wife Abby's marriage than anyone could know, as the couple haven't been on the best of terms lately due to Chance's crippling post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Chance's professional future also hangs in the balance as he wants to make a permanent return to the Genoa City Police Department, but can't do so until he recovers from his past traumas. With Chance's PTSD having a negative impact on his home and work lives, Dr. Huffman will have his work cut out, helping the tormented heartthrob. Kelsey Wang is one of the newest cast members and plays Allie Wen, Jack Abbott's granddaughter. Allie, the daughter of the late Kimo Volian Abbott, is a grad student majoring in chemistry who lives in Los Angeles. Allie and her grandfather Jack met under unusual circumstances. At first, Allie was reluctant about getting to know him, but said that she might be open to the idea one day. Eventually, Allie and Jack met at a neutral spot in LA and discovered that they have more in common than they previously thought. Despite being utterly overwhelmed upon arriving in Genoa City for a midterm break at her grandfather's mansion, Allie slowly got to know the locals and learned more about the history of the area. Although the Abbotts' beloved housekeeper Mamie, played by Veronica Redd, left Genoa City in 2004 to travel the world, she recently returned to visit her former bosses and reconnect with family members such as Devin, Lily, and Nate. Mamie Johnson was the show's first African-American character and was introduced to the series during its revamp in 1980. Despite being the Abbotts' most faithful employee for years, Mamie shocked viewers of Y&R when she confessed her love for John after nursing him back to health after he'd suffered a stroke. When Jill Abbott discovered Mamie and John's relationship, she offered the housekeeper millions of dollars to leave Genoa City, which Mamie happily accepted. For now, it remains to be seen whether she's returning for good or not. Last but certainly not least, on our list is Patty Weaver, whose character, Gina Romalotti, left the show in 2013. Gina and her parents were seasoned con artists who all served time for their crimes. Her brother Danny preferred to run away and ended up working as a waiter at Jonah's restaurant. Following a 5-year prison stint in an undisclosed location, Gina came to Genoa City in 1982 and asked her brother for help as she tried to settle down and leave a normal lifestyle. A reluctant Danny helped her get a job at Jonah's. Eventually, Gina purchased and renamed the restaurant. Gina began pursuing a relationship with Neil Fenmore, but when the pair fell in love, his ex-wife Joanna Menning returned to town. As Neil's daughter Lauren wanted to see her parents together, she exposed Gina's murky past and caused Neil to break things off with the blonde. Gina vowed to get even with Lauren, but eventually let bygones be bygones. The last time the glamorous Italian was in Genoa City was for her stepmother's funeral, where she was tearfully reunited with Danny after half a century on screen. Y&R is still going strongly and has promised viewers plenty of new storylines, interesting developments, and even more surprises than ever. The show is currently in its 50th season and has aired over 12,500 episodes. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.